What are some cool facts to tell a 5-year-old? You can't lick your elbow. Then you get a good 5 minutes watching them try. Now you want to tell them that you can. Then they'll try for the whole day and get increasingly pissed off. Astronomer here. Clap your hand once, and then clap them again a second later. The two claps were actually done about *30,000 miles apart thanks to the Earth's motion in space. I did the calculation once, and interestingly, most of the stuff you think of, like the rotating Earth throughout orbit around the Sun, is a negligible part of it. The real contributions are from our star orbiting the galaxy, and the galaxy's motion itself in space. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth. More stars in universe than seconds of time that have passed. The ducks at the park are free, you can take them home. I tried this last week. Park police were not too impressed. Every C in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. I just repeated Pacific Ocean several times in a really exaggerated manner just to be sure. There are numbers below 0. If you're being chased by a bully, run until they're right behind you, then drop into a ball and they'll trip over you. Then kick M in the dick. Did this as a kid. It worked so well, like it was a movie or something. I can still see him in the air. Will he ever land? That must have been one hell of a kick in the dick. You can't move your upper teeth. Some other person on here said my upper teeth are moving at 30,000 miles per second. Get your stories straight, Reddit. Come on, take your upvote and leave. My 7-year-old can move one of her upper teeth. It's loose and we're waiting for it to fall out. A group of zebras is called a dazzle, and a group of giraffes is called a journey. Greater than a group of giraffes is called a journey. Don't stop believing this. We will never experience tomorrow, as by the time it's tomorrow, it will be today. You can say this about right now. There is never a right now, BC. Once you even say it or think about it, it's gone. Everyone you know and love today will die at some point. Yay, I love it when Uncle Teflon, Don Miggs, comes to visit, throwing life facts at you left and right. You want to know something new? Well, today I'm going to tell you how to get out of 16 assault and robbery charges. Your dog, he's fucking dead. We accidentally ran him over. Wanna know how babies are made? Well, let me show you a vid. Dude, I'd be fucking great. I should just have a kid RN and they'll grow up perfect. Flamingos get their pink color from shrimp they eat. But how many shrimps do you have to eat to make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich. Do. Hippos fart out their mouth, not their ass. Also, they're more dangerous to humans than lions or crocodiles. Isn't that just a burp? What is burp? Is it the same thing as mouth fart? Wait, you guys burp from your mouth. Where the fuck is my litter box? It's pretty crazy. Estimates are about 3,000 deaths a year in Africa from hippos. Second are elephants at about 500. Crocodiles and lions kill 300 and 200 per year, respectively. Mosquitoes are way in the lead at about 1 million deaths per year. There's bugs that poop on your eyebrows, and thousands of mites in our eyelashes. First person to call someone a swear word in an argument loses. Incorrect, dumbass. Fuck you, piece of shit. You're adopted, and your stepmom is stuck under the table. Octopus have part of their brain all over their body. And they have 3 hearts, plus they have 8 arms, not tentacles, and they have blue blood. That your ears never stop growing. Eventually, your ears stop growing. Usually after decomposition has set in. Unless your ghost's ears keep getting bigger. In which case ghosts from history must be mostly ear by now. Just like your nose. Yeah, Pinocchio. Birds like chickens descended from dinosaurs. Watch them look at their chicken nuggets in absolute awe, screaming with dinosaur nuggets in my hand. Greater than birds like chickens descended from dinosaurs. Even better. All birds are technically dinosaurs. To quote Wikipedia, greater than birds are a group of feathered theropod dinosaurs, and constitute the only living dinosaurs. Kittens and cats. Cats and kittens can fit their bodies almost anywhere they can squeeze their heads into. So be sure to exercise the utmost care and caution when kitten-proofing your house. Their adorable little heads can fit just about anywhere. And if they can get somewhere, they most likely want to. The core of the earth is hotter than the surface of the sun. A person gives off more heat than a person-sized piece of the sun. Wait, what? Sun volume. 1.4 times 10 to the 27 cubic meters. Human volume. 0.066 cubic meters. Sun heat output. 3.84 times 10 to the 26 W. Human heat output. 110 W. Sun heat per volume. 0.27 W per cubic meter. Human heat per volume. 1667 W per cubic meter. We need to all band together as a planet and have a massive orgy lasting a few thousand years so that we can finally group up into a massive ball and finally beat the sun with our energy output. If you build a house out of meat, it may not last forever without significant maintenance. Is this how gingerbread men feel? Living in their gingerbread house? Is the house made out of flesh? Or are they made out of house? He screams, for he does not know. A tiny dragon lives in the kettle and that's how the water gets hot. Your body has more bones in it than the body of an adult because your bones haven't fused together yet. Wanna know how babies are made? HMPH mommy already told me that. They're grown in different crop fields. I was grown in the maize field. I apparently got less delivered by the stork, and more dumped down the chimney by a big hairy pterodactyl. That one day, they'll probably like someone, be it boy or girl, as much as mom and dad do. It's super cute how grossed out they get because insert opposite gender are so uncool and or kissing is gross. Makes me chuckle every time. Kids drank beer in ancient Egypt. Rikishi did it for The Rock. I wanna know more, please. I'm afraid if I tell you more, I'll have to run you over with a car. Sorry. If you cut a starfish in half, then you'll have a final result of 2 starfish. This is being told to a 5-year-old, so you should probably add, but that doesn't work with cats. Legos have their cities made out of their own flesh. Snowmen too. All people are the same, regardless of the color of their skin. Stars are actually gases. Actually, they're dead lions watching over us. Mufasa. *** plasma. The color orange was named after the fruit. Inside a black hole, time and space switches places. Confused screams as I try to understand. I told this to my 5-year-old and he didn't understand. Is my son retarded? Should I exchange him? It takes 8 minutes for light from the sun to reach the earth. So when we look at the sun, we're actually seeing how it was 8 minutes ago. If you consider time in infinitesimal increments, we are actually living in the past by the time the light has reflected off matter and reached our eyes, no matter how close the object has changed. The sun version might be easier for a 5-year-old though. Also, don't directly look into the sun. Tell them about solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. If they already know about plasma, their first grade teacher will freak out. Edit. I am a beginner to Reddit, and by luck or not, this is my most popular post. I've been here for a day and I love the place. So thanks for the upvotes. Bad ants belong to a community that helps each other survive through sheer teamwork. Show them an Ants Canada video as well for some visuals. Baby carrots are not babies. Tell them something along the lines of, your ears turn red when you lie, so then when they lie they will cover up their ears and then you know. Try this. My son called my bluff at 4 by running to the nearest mirror and lying repeatedly. The largest lake in South America is Lake Titicaca. In the Grand Tetons roughly translate to big titties. Titicaca. Nothing matters. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Quote, I tried so hard, and got so far. Because there's nothing more fun to have around than a nihilistic child. These comments are cool facts to tell a grown person. I didn't realize a lot of these. You will not get any ice cream if you do not quit acting like a little jerk. I like how it doesn't technically specify that the kid will get ice cream by quitting. By the standards of the universe, you are both stronger and weaker than millions of things. Plants are technically alive. If your fart is strong enough, it can make popcorn. Please eat a salad. Not mine. I'm not that strong with the force. I got my 5-year-old niece into astronomy by pointing out the size of the Earth relative to the Sun, then the size of the Sun relative to the largest star in the known universe. That chickens are the great-great-great-grandchildren of dinosaurs. 5-year-olds are less interested in hearing interesting facts than they are in discovering interesting facts. They are more about learning by doing than by hearing. However, they do like the learning type songs, things that teach body parts, days of the week, processes like hand washing and the ever-popular cleanup songs. They like physical action call and repeat songs like My Aunt Came Back. Take the time to cut up and have fun with them doing things like that, and they will think of you as their new favorite friend. My 5-year-old nephew wanted to know who I was to his papa, his name for his grandfather. It blew his mind to find out that I'm his papa's kid, lol. Edit to clarify that his papa is in fact his grandfather, aka my dad. 1,500 Earths could fit inside Jupiter, but only one dick inside Uranus. Thighs are rookie numbers. Sounds like you're not trying hard enough. Tomato is a fruit. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its whole brain. There is a number so big you can't even use the entire universe worth of atoms to write it. What's the number? 8. Literally any animal fact that their body is generally symmetrical. Their foot will fit between their wrist and elbow. Their ear is the same length as their nose. Measure from top of where it attaches to the head and the bottom of the ear. Rotate your head and your fingers will be at the top and bottom of your nose. Their wingspan is their height, give or take an inch or two. I've never tested these on kids, but they're generally true for adults. Some words you use don't make much sense. Do you mean your foot is the same length as your wrist and elbow? And wingspan is your height, right? Your foot is the same size as your forearm, elbow to wrist, and your height is the same as your wingspan. Middle fingertip to middle fingertip specifically. You'll become as old as me, sooner than you think. The human head weighs 8 pounds. I already have too much weight to carry. I guess I'll leave the heads this time. The platypus is the only mammal in the world to lay eggs. It has a venomous spur on its back feet for defense, and for a long time, some scientists didn't believe the platypus was even real because it was so different. What are echidnas? Chopped liver. Oof, you're right. How could I forget about the echidna and their horrifying penis? Santa Claus isn't real. Depending on how bored you are and how much work you want to do, I would say the concept of using sound to penetrate into things as a way to map out the internals of it. Basically UT work. Right. My experience lies in flaw detection, but there are other uses for it as well. But I still think it is an interesting concept. Similarly, you could explain the Doppler effect. That one is easy enough to demonstrate with just cars driving by. I think the things that would be cool to tell a 5-year-old are the things that you still think are interesting yourself. Instead of asking others, why not go over the things that you think are cool? If they don't seem like they're interested, they might not have the requisite knowledge to fully appreciate the fact. But that opens up new avenues of discussion. Right. UT? Ultrasound tech. My mind went to seismic testing for minerals. Basically, yeah. UT standing for ultrasonic testing. Used a lot in welding. Sometimes in some aerospace situations, along with other non-destructive testing methods. My brain actually works like a 5-year-old, so yeah. I mean, I don't have context for who you are, or how old you are. As far as I know, you are 5 years old. Either way, if that's the case, do you have anything to add to the topic? What are some things you find cool that you could share? I am 63 and still love to explore and fantasize, like I did when I was 5. I am a writer. Your answer was fascinating. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.